Hey, what's up everybody? So today I'm going to go over the Ember temperature control travel mug. I've had this for a while and I just thought I'd just do a review on it, share my experience and what I think about the product. If anybody knows any good video editing software, please put it in the description below or in the comment section. That way I can make better content later. So this is what you get when you order the Ember temperature control travel mug. You get the mug itself and then you get the little charging pad. Regardless of how you place it on the pad, it has contact points all around, so it will always charge regardless of how you place it. It does have a LED display over here which will show you what your battery life is and also what your temperature is right here. So this is touch sensitive, so it will only what's it called, the only way to turn it on would be through the little Amber logo, and same thing when you want to turn it off. The only physical part you can move is actually this part down here, and this is for if you're not using the app, you can actually use this to control the temperature of the mug. So turn it right to heat it up and turn it left to cool it down, and like that, and then you just place it back down. So something else I want to go over is the actual lid here. It actually has a couple of flaws. It's good for functionality, but when you're actually using it, it does pose a problem sometimes. So this is the lid right here. It's, you know, very well done, fits snug, no problem here. The problem I have with this is actually this part. So to drink whatever tea, coffee, whatever you put in here, you actually press this down. When you press this down, it creates an opening to where you can, you know, drink whatever you need to drink from whatever side of the lid you want to drink it from. The only problem is that the opening is so large that even if you do have this on maximum, which is 145 degrees to warm your tea or coffee, if you leave this lid open, it'll actually cool whatever you have in here faster than the mug can warm it up. And there's only 12 ounces worth of liquid you can put in here, so you know, it's not that much. I prefer to have more, but some people can do with less, I guess. I prefer something that'll last me throughout the day, but this was just a gift I gave to my mom. She doesn't really like it, but you know, I tried. So I already put some water in here. It has a sensor that tells you whether or not there's any, you know, liquid in here. So I'm gonna turn it on. So just place your finger on there. Oh, I already had it off. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to turn it off then. So when you hold it, it'll tell you what the temperature is. So right now it's cold, and then if you want to hold it, you just press off and then it'll tell you goodbye, and that's off. And to turn it on, you just do the same thing. You just hold this here. Welcome, you say hello, and it takes a little bit to, I guess, sense what's in here and the temperature and everything once you boot it up, but once it does, it will tell you the temperature and stuff like that in the mug. It hasn't done it yet, so I'm just gonna move on for now. So I do actually have some, oh, there it is. So like I said earlier, it's cold. Cold is the lowest setting you can have it on to where it doesn't do anything, and then you can turn it up all the way to heat. So this does have an app you can download. So if you go to the Google Store or Apple, whatever it's called, the App Store, you can go download the app. It's called the Ember app. Let me put the brightness down a little bit. Alright, so right now, so this is the app. So what the app will do is it'll tell you the temperature, and then it'll have your little settings down here. So right now I have it on off. If you click the little arrow, it'll show you other menus. So for example, up here tells you recommended temperature for whatever liquid, I guess whichever one of these you're gonna put in there. So like for example, if I want to put green tea in here, it recommends 137 degrees. So when you click on it, you see it went to 137 degrees, and you know, just stay there and try to warm up whatever's in there, and then it'll go here and label, hey, you got green tea in there, which I don't. I do have water I poured in there because it's less messy for me to work with. So as the temperature goes up, it will display on here. But functionality wise, the app only lets you basically warm it up, cool it, and you know, have little presets on here. The timer doesn't actually control the mug. The timer is just for your personal preference based on what you put in here. Same thing, like if I put green tea, I press that, the timer will start, you know, counting down, and whenever it ends, it won't turn off the mug, but it'll give you like a little warning, like, hey, your green tea is done warming. So now comes the bad part. This is actually really, really terrible at warming stuff up. Really, really terrible. So the battery life for this thing is supposed to be 2 hours. The most I can get putting anything in here is 30 minutes, and that's if I put something cold in here and want to warm it up. Do not use this as a water heater, because if you do put cold water in here and set it up to maximum, your water won't even get to room temperature before the battery dies. The battery would die in about 10-20 minutes, no questions asked. That's why I don't like using it. The only way I can see this product being viable would be to actually have the pad with you wherever you go, and just whenever you finish drinking or take a sip, you just put it back on there so it charges while you're working on something else, and warm your tea. Because other than that, you cannot use this for something to commute from home to work, or just something to have at work, so you can get a little bit warmed up in the morning. Because once it's dead and you don't have the charger, you can't use it. It's just there, and it does a really poor job of keeping your stuff warm. Like I said earlier, with the lid open, it will cool your drink. So if you put a warm drink in here and decide, hey, I don't need to warm it up, I just need it to stay warm, even if you have the lid closed, it will cool your drink. It does not do a very good job of keeping things warm. And especially if you open it up, when you get to your drink, it will be cool. I don't recommend this product at all. It hasn't been helpful in any way. And I try to be positive about a lot of products, but for $100 to $150 for this, I don't think it's really that great of a product. And like I told you guys earlier, there are controls down here to control the temperature for the mug. Let me see, is it on? So it says right now it's 137 degrees. So as you can see, you can turn it and control the temperature. 145 is the highest you can go, and then, you know, you can work your way down. Sometimes this doesn't work. It's not really that responsive. Sometimes when I try and use it, it doesn't do anything, or yeah, basically doesn't do anything. And you know, it can be really inconvenient, but I never get to really optimize this, because by the time I need to use it, or use it for what I need, the battery is always dead all the time. I think if they improve battery life, which they might have, because this is the first generation and there's a second generation available on their website. I haven't looked too much into it, but maybe they improved upon those features. But that's my review for the Ember travel mug. It's not a good idea. Don't buy it. It'll be a waste of money. Maybe look into the second generation. That's what I'm gonna do after I finish this video. But if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. Thank you.